What shocked me most about practice overseas wasn't the drills. What's good, y'all? I just wanted to update y'all, tell y'all what a practice looks like overseas, because, I'll be practicing over here. So from the start, we got team rules, so you got to get to practice probably around like 30 minutes before practice, be in the locker room. On the team rules, it says like no headphones in the locker room, and then probably like a week into me being here, coach like met with all of us and just asked us some personal questions as far as injury history and stuff like that. And he basically told us like before practice, whatever like your injury is, whatever, or something that you need to work on, like say you got like an ankle that you roll a lot or something, you will do a prevention like during your warm up. So you might do ankle exercises, toe walks, heel walks, like stretching your calves. So do 10 minutes of that before practice. So say practice starts at 4, around you need to be on the court at least about 3:45 and start your prevention exercises, and then 5 minutes of ball handling as well. So within that time frame, around 4 is when we start. So you should be able to do your stretching, your but for me personally, most of the times, whether it's the morning practice or the evening, because most times we do have 2-a-days, I always like to get in my locker and just get nice and warm. And there's like this heater in the gym, kind of I stand there, make sure I'm getting warm, because I need my body to be warm. So when I'm stretching, my muscles are loose and stuff like that, while I do the roller. So it varies about how I'm feeling. Most times in the afternoon, I'm feeling pretty good, so I don't have to do a bunch of stretching. But in the morning, I really gotta get warm and roll out or do some like jogging or the bike, but something to get my blood flowing, my body moving, my muscles loose. So I normally do that, and then might do a little bit of shooting, not too much. I'm more focused on getting loose and stuff like that. And then we might start with like any type of drill. It might be 5-on-0 with the offense. It might be shooting drills. But normally it's some type of drill kind of to get us going, or 5-on-0, just get our bodies loose and run the offense. We might do that for like 15 to 20 to 30 minutes. And after that, we might switch up and do like a 5-on-4 transition or 4-on-4 or defensive shell. It depends. It really changes almost every day. But it's very similar to the start. It's like the structure is like kind of like shooting warm up with 5-on-0, and then the next phase is normally like quick defensive drill or transition drill, and then eventually, which I never knew this until I got here, like. And when the first time this happened, I was like looking at everybody so confused. But coach, he got a little accent. He'll be like, "All right, guys, stretch," and like I'm like, the first time it happened, like everybody walking to the sideline, I couldn't understand what he said. I'm like, what are you, like, I'm in my mind, like, what are y'all doing? Like, and like, they started like stretching. So obviously I joined them. I was so confused. I'm like, we done practiced for like 30, 45 minutes already, and we're stretching. Like, imagine you doing something 30, 45 minutes, sweating, and you're stretching. Like, why are we stretching? But like, I understand it a little bit, but I feel like at that point I'm loose. Like most people are loose, but there's nothing you can never. Well, I'm not gonna say you can never, but I don't think you can overstretch very much. So I don't think it's a crazy thing. I was just not used to it. I was just very confused. I'm like, well, I'm good now. But anyway, so that's what we do. We'll like probably stretch. Then after that, we might get into like some 5-on-5, or if it's like the day before a game, we'll do like offensive in the morning. The day before a game, we'll do our offense in the morning, and like have like some of the players playing defense and like switch. So just work on our offense mainly in the afternoon, the day before the game. We work on our defense and like guard their plays, stuff like that. It definitely varies. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of unpredictable. Sometimes it might be a slight walkthrough. Sometimes it might be full speed. You just don't really know what to expect sometimes. So I just make sure I'm ready for whatever. So that's like the day before the game. But if it's not the day before the game, we'll probably just like do a lot of 5-on-5 or like some type of competition, working on our offense or our defense. And if we have a really big gap, we might like between the game, we might do some more like 1-on-1 stuff, 2-on-2 stuff, or boxing out drills, transition drills, just working on what we need to work on as a team. And then if we also have a few days in between games, we'll probably get a lift in. So in the morning, we'll practice, probably do a lot of shooting. And then after that, we like get dressed, and then we walk to the weight room, which is like 5-minute walk. And then we just lift weights. Might be 45 minutes to an hour. So it's not too bad, and just get a good lift in. And then after that, what we do, but the imports, like there's a place called Kaliba that we eat at, which is like probably a 5-minute walk from the gym and like a 3-minute walk from the weight room. So the walk isn't super far, but we either walk or take the van that, like the team van that one of the players will drive, because he lives here and he'll like drive us sometimes. So we either walk there, and then we get like 2 meals there. So you can either have both of your meals in one sitting, or you can say, which is this is what I do. I'll say I want one here. I want to take one to go. And the the funniest thing, oh my goodness, it was so funny. I wish my teammates could tell you. We were at the table eating, and obviously there's a language barrier. And I told the lady, "Can I get one box here and one to go?" And this was after I already ate my food. I already had one plate here, so I still wanted my plate to go. So I ate my food. I had absolutely nothing on my plate, and so I said, "Can I get one box?" And I wanted it to go, so I wanted her to put the food in the box, like make the food and put it in the box. But instead, she came and brought me the box, and no food in the box. And me and my teammates, we were just laughing like, I know she just looked at your plate. What does she think you're gonna put in the box if your plate is completely empty? So after that time, I was like, the next time I went, I was like, okay, this time I'm using Google Translate. I showed her. I typed in every time I come here, can I please get one plate here and one to go? And then she still didn't do it. And so then the next time, I think she understood and she started to do it. Even though today she put my portions, basically both of my meals on my plate. So I had to basically scrape one of them in the box, just divide it half and half. But that's not, I don't care about that really. It's not too hard. But it's a little funny because I'm like, because I was saying to go, but apparently they say takeaway. And I think she was a little bit confused when I said to go. But so basically, and I normally get the same thing every day, chicken and rice, or I think one time I got fish. It was like, and then something like similar to like a mozzarella stick. I don't know what it's called. Like, but normally I just get chicken and rice. It's not bad. It's like, it's not amazing either, but it's like it's good food. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. It's pretty good. But so I normally get that, and then we don't go there every day though, because if we don't have the van, then we can't really go there, because then we take a taxi. I'm not trying to spend the money every day to get a taxi. It depends. Sometimes the food will come out really fast, and sometimes it might take a little bit longer. Sometimes the person who takes us in the van might be with us eating, and we leave pretty quick, or sometimes he might go somewhere else, and then we be there for a long time. So basically, if you're listening to what I've been saying this whole time, there's a lot of uncertainty on like things you can't predict as far as what practice may be like, whether we may be eating at Kaliba that day, or if we're going to get a ride that day. You know, it changes based on a lot of different circumstances. But that's why I like to get my groceries. So if I don't eat at Kaliba or whatever, I have my groceries and my food I can eat at home. So that's what practice is like. After I eat, I normally come home. Probably do some stuff on my computer, maybe ice a little bit, just to recover my body, and then what I normally do, I might watch a little bit of a show, but I always like to try to take a nap, at least like a 30-minute to 45 to an hour nap. Today I didn't, because we had a bigger break. I don't know, but I'll probably regret that later. But there was one time I didn't take a nap, and then we had film. And film will last a long time as well, which I'll explain in a minute. And I was fighting to stay awake, and I was like, I gotta take my nap, because I don't know, you don't want me to fall asleep in film. So next time I'm like, I'm making sure to take my nap. But like I was saying about film, like if we have a game, I forgot to mention this part. We'll have the morning practice, then before the night practice or whatever, we'll say film will be like 4:30, and then we'll practice after. So film might last an hour, and then we'll watch the other team. You know, we might watch the whole game live if it's live. If it's not live, we might watch clips of their sets and of maybe their defense, just whatever coach wants to show us, and then go on the court, and the night session is just working on our defense and stuff like that. So that's something we will do on game day. I mean, the day before a game. But other than that, as far as practice, like I said, you don't know what to expect. Sometimes it could be, okay, let's get some shots up for 30, 45 minutes and then we out. Or it might be, hey, we going at it for like hours. So I don't know. That's just my personal experience. I don't know if it probably is different at each different place, but that's how it is. And I'm currently in Slovakia, if you guys didn't know. So, but it was great talking to y'all. I hope you're all good. And yeah, no. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Come join the fam.